In this episode, I'm going to show you how to create a business YouTube channel. We'll start out with the technical setup, like how do you actually set up and create a channel? What are some of the things that you need to remember? We're going to talk about 2 different YouTube strategies, and you'll be able to determine which is the best strategy for you and your goals. And then we're going to talk about a strategy of how you can be intentional on who's going to be watching this video before you film. It works really, really well. Let's dive right in. So to begin, we're going to talk about the name of your channel. What are you going to call it? Now, my default recommendation is that your channel be named after you. So my channel is the Nate Woodbury channel. Dan, who's also filming here at the studio house today, his channel name is Dan Good. I've created Noelle Randall's YouTube channel. It's named after her. I've created the Chad Littlefield YouTube channel. I've created the Jason Schroeder YouTube channel, all named after their names. Now, all these people have businesses, so why wouldn't we use their logo or their business name for their YouTube channel? That's a very good question, and there's a very good answer to that, okay? When people find your videos, they will have never heard of you before. We're not building a channel like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast wants people to come back and watch every single episode. You know, having people watch more and more of your videos is good, but we actually want to pull in people who've never heard of you before, but they're going to find this episode. They're going to find it because they have this question, and your episode answers their question. And this video is going to help them build a relationship with you because you're talking to them, you're making eye contact, and you're really giving them value for about 10 minutes. So when they do a search on Google or YouTube and your video pops up in front of them, if it looks like a business, if it looks more corporate, they're less likely to click on it. But if they see a person that's going to answer their question, then they don't feel like they're going to be sold to. And in the video, you're not selling to them. You're just giving them value. Now later at the end of the video, you can offer them a free gift and they'll go to your website to get that. Now on your website, they're going to see your business name. They're going to see your logo and your business colors, but they expect to see that there. That's what's on a website. And so this whole time, now they're on your website and they don't feel like they're being sold to. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I recommend that you name your YouTube channel your name. Now in the channel banner, the graphic at the top, you don't want it to look like an advertisement or a sales page. Now you can experiment with different things. Make sure there's a picture of you or maybe 2 or 3 in different scenarios. You can have a tagline of the type of content that you teach or what your expertise is or how you help them on this channel. The channel icon should also be a picture of you, like some close-up or a headshot of yourself with a big smile or something like that. Now what I like to do with all the different channels that I produce is create a video logo. That's what I call it. A lot of people will call it an opener. So typically I'll start out an episode and I'll introduce what the topic is and why they should watch. And then you'll see like a 6-second or an 8-second branding piece where we show a lot of different video clips. If you show a video clip for a half a second and then another one and another one and another one, and in that short amount of time, you can actually introduce people to a lot and really give yourself a lot of credibility and let people know who you are and what you do without having to say a thing. So if you're wanting to create a YouTube channel for your business, there are 2 different types of YouTube channels that you can create, and I'm going to recommend one over the other. So let me introduce to you Daryl Leaves. So we've got the Daryl Leaves strategy, and we've got the Nate Woodbury strategy. I wrote this book. Daryl wrote this book. Now, both strategies are very, very successful. If you look down at the bottom of the cover of this book, you'll see Mr. Beast. Daryl helped Mr. Beast take his YouTube channel from 1 million subscribers and really start to launch. I mean, he's over 300 million subscribers now. So Daryl's strategy totally works. So what's the difference between Daryl's strategy and my strategy? Well, the focus of Daryl's strategy is to build a YouTube channel that will generate advertising revenue. It's like an entertainment type channel. So you want to get as many views as possible, and you want to generate ad revenue, and you want to generate sponsorships. Versus the type of channel that I create, I'm going to leverage YouTube to generate leads for a business. So the revenue comes through your business. So you're leveraging YouTube to have people find you and build a relationship with you. So by the time that they talk to you, it's like a referral quality lead. Now there's a variety of different types of traffic or different ways that people can find you on YouTube. There's suggested traffic, there's browse traffic, there's search traffic. Browse happens to be a lot of traffic that shows up on the home page. Or suggested traffic will show up on the home page, or it'll show up as, hey, you need to watch this video next. But search traffic comes from people that are typing in questions. They're looking for help, they're looking for answers, or they're looking for something, and your video will appear in those search results. All right, let me demonstrate how this works. I'm going to paste a question into the search bar here. How to become a construction project manager. Oh look, we've got Jason Schroeder right at the top. Jason's a good guy. He's a client of mine. He films right here in this studio house. Let me show you another example. I'll paste in here the question, how to get your kids to listen without yelling. Okay, wow, we've got Paul Jenkins. He's there in the number 2 spot. We actually posted this video a few years ago, and over that time it's accumulated 2.6 million views. One more example, how to buy your first rental property with no money. Okay, look, there is Noel Randall. So all the clients that I work with use this same strategy, and for hundreds and hundreds of searches, we show up at the top of YouTube like this. Now, the way that we do this is through my 5-ingredient strategy. I call it my leaf strategy. So I use a tree analogy. So picture a tree. You've got a trunk that goes out to branches that goes out to the leaves. The trunk represents your core area of expertise. The branches are all the different categories you could help people or coach people in. And the leaves represent the specific questions that people are asking in your business. So when you're choosing titles for your business, I actually recommend doing keyword research to find the questions that your target audience is asking. And that's what I call a leaf title. So ingredient number 1, you've got to pick leaf titles. Ingredient number 2 is the length. Each episode should be an average of about 10 to 12 minutes. So some episodes might be shorter, let's say it's 7 minutes, but other episodes are like 16 minutes. Somewhere in between, you want your average to be about 10 to 12 minutes. Now you want to have at least a 50% average retention. So for a 10-minute episode, some people are going to click on it and 10 seconds later they're gone, but other people are going to watch all the way to the end. So if your average is 50% or higher, YouTube will be a lot more likely to promote this video to a bigger audience. Ingredient number 4 is custom thumbnails. Let me show you an example. So here's 2 different thumbnails, and you can see that the top one has text in red, the bottom one has text in blue, and the click-through rate on these is actually quite a bit different. The red one has a 6.6% click-through rate, so of 100 people that are shown this video, 6.6% of them click on that, but the blue one had a higher click-through rate of 8.3%. I show you this just to illustrate how important thumbnails are. So when we design thumbnails, we'll typically design 6 or even 9 different thumbnails for a single episode. So these 6 thumbnails that you see here, I had my team design all of them for one episode so that I could look at them and figure out which one catches my attention, which one creates the most curiosity. So you've got to create custom thumbnails, and ingredient number 5 is you've got to launch 5 episodes per week. Now, you can start out with just 1 episode per week, but eventually the goal is you want to get to 5 episodes per week with this strategy. Each episode brings in a trickle of traffic. It's a trickle of traffic that's really valuable. It's your target audience, but it is just a small trickle of traffic. So you launch a 2nd episode and a 3rd episode. You're just adding more and more trickles of traffic. And once you get hundreds and hundreds of episodes like this, you've got a fire hose of amazing traffic, referral quality leads coming to you just from these YouTube videos. Many of my clients are now generating 7 figures per year just from these YouTube leads. In fact, if you follow this strategy for about 4 months, launching 5 episodes per week, you can dominate your lane on YouTube in about 4 months. I want you to master this strategy, so I've created a mini course for you. It's called the YouTube Lead Gen Blueprint. It's only $17. You can find it at youtubeleadgen.net. But I take you through all 5 of these ingredients and really help you understand how to tactically leverage YouTube to generate leads like this in your business. Go check it out and implement this in your business. It's only $17, and film some videos following this strategy and share them with me. I want to see what you've created. The strategy works super well. So go to youtubeleadgen.net. I'll see you there.